good morning, and how are you today? I'm up very early, but I'm fabulous. Who's ready for a cup of joe? Man, I went to bed at like 1-ish, woke up at 4, and I don't know if you deal with this. When you're up, you're up. So I've been up, gosh, I guess about almost 3 hours already, and it's going to be a rough day. Hopefully you had a great day yesterday, and you're going to have a great one today as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get into this because I really want to talk about this. First of all, please, I'm going to say this like 5 times. I am not a medical expert. I am not telling anybody what they should or shouldn't do. You do what you need to do. I have been vaccinated. I made a decision to do that based on the information available to me from the sites and people that I trust to give it to me. So, and I had no adverse effects. Whatever. So please, and every statistic that I've read says that whatever adverse effects far inferior to the mortality rate. So those are the numbers that I see. So please, I am not sitting here saying what people should or shouldn't do. This is about the information that you're receiving from a specific news outlet and how they are bullshitting you. Okay? Straight up bullshitting you. And this is the game. And then people wonder why no one trusts the media. And it's just, it's mind-boggling. But they are absolutely lying to you. I'm just going to talk you through this. Ivermectin, like I said, I'm not saying people should take it. I'm not saying people shouldn't take it. All I'm going to talk about is the response from CNN as it relates to this drug and how people who consume that shitbag media station outlet parrot the nonsense that these pathetic human beings are just babbling on. Whoever's pulling their strings, whatever. I don't even want to get into conspiracy theories or anything like that. Anyway, let me step back. Ivermectin, Joe Rogan, who I watch regularly, he's the reason there is an outlet for people who, outside of this mainstream media insanity, have decided to say, look, we can't take this. We know they're lying to us. We need to find something else to watch. We can't watch these people anymore. We know they're lying. Rogan and then a bunch of other people decided to do long form interviews, and it has caught on dramatically, and thank God it has. I've been saying for a long time, I think of it as when you suppress voices, think of it as, it's a stupid analogy, but it's the best I got, a marshmallow sandwich, right? You have marshmallow squeezed between 2 pieces of bread. When you squeeze down on it and you try to compress it, what happens? It just squeezes out the side, right? It's still there. You can't silence voices. Suppression of speech is a horrible thing. You can't suppress voices. They're going to be heard one way or the other. Anyway, so recently Rogan got COVID. Apparently he took, and I watched his interview, or not his interview, but his post, where he said he took a bunch of different things. Once again, I'm not advocating for what he took. You do what you need to do. I'll probably, like I said, I'm going to say 5 times, and still somebody on the one side in the panic brigade are going to say, oh, he said you should do this. No, I'm not. You do what you need to do. Okay? So I'm just going to keep saying it because I know it's going to happen. Anyway, he took a bunch of different things. Ivermectin was one of the drugs that he took. So immediately, 2 of the most horrific human beings I can think of that have ever stood in front of a camera, Brian Stelter and Jim Acosta. Oh my gosh, this man is in love with, it's so sad that this guy calls himself a newsman. Both of these people, and maybe others, I don't know, immediately characterize this in this matter. Oh, he's telling people to take horse dewormers. All right. First off, and this is the game that the media plays over and over and over. And I'm sorry, some of you all on the right get caught up in this too. okay? Because when your team talks about things, they'll do the exact same thing. Omit facts that matter to the entire, the body of the conversation. They will omit facts to get you to believe what they want you to believe. Ivermectin is prescribed to 250 million people on this planet. Okay? 250 million people. So when they say it's a horse dewormer, yeah, it's prescribed as a horse dewormer. Also, 250 million people are taking it for 3 or 4 different things. Look it up for yourself. I am not going to say, like I said, I'm not a doctor. All I can tell you is that people take the drug. It's the same thing with aspirin. I don't know what the hell's an aspirin. I don't know why it works, but I know people take it. So I'm factual when I say that. But I'm also factual when I say, oh, the hell's it do? All I know is that it takes away my headache, which I'm getting while I talk about this, because these people make me sick to my effing stomach. Ugh. Anyway, Rogan, one of the drugs that he took was ivermectin, along with 4 or 5 other things that he did. Look it up, see what he says. Within a couple of days, he was fine. I'm not saying you should take ivermectin. All I'm saying is that he did, along with other things, and within a couple of days, he was fine. So immediately, I watched it, I guess. I want to say this was last Thursday, Wednesday. I don't remember what day it was. Immediately, I get on. I'm doing soccer stuff on Twitter. I see a couple of people that I know. Oh, did you hear Joe Rogan's taking ivermectin? Oh, why is he taking that horse dewormer? Blah, blah. Because they watch CNN, which is a bag of dog shit, state media, literal, and these people get this information and they just pass it around and they all sit there with their smug looks. Oh, yeah. Why is he taking horse dewormer? But shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. 250 million people take ivermectin for several different reasons. But CNN, Acosta, and Stelter, maybe others, and if they weren't, there's not, characterize it as, oh, well, Rogan's telling people to take a horse dewormer. You know what? You guys need to jump off a fucking bridge. Do you know how awful that is to do? Do you know how awful that is to do? It's heartbreaking. Because like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say what people should or shouldn't take. I've gotten vaccinated. I think if you're within one of these risk groups, you absolutely should. The risks are far below. It's not even close to the actual mortality rate. It's not even close. And the mortality rate's pretty low. We know that. It's well under 1%. But the adverse effects of the vaccinations are below that. So when the people on the right, and that's the next point, when the people on the right talk about, oh, blah, 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 and the adverse effects and somebody in Florida, you're lying. You're lying. Why did this get so politicized? It's so heartbreaking to watch. People are so panicked one way or the other. Look, if you want to believe what you want to believe, no one's going to stop you. No one is going to stop you. And that is the new thing. This is this new postmodernist mentality. Your facts are your facts, whether you want them to be or not. And you know what that creates? Fucking petulance. It creates children. Adult children, people in their 40s acting like they're 8 effing years old. Well, this is my truth, and you're... Shut up. I'm so mad. Why? What's the point here? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? I'm not saying that there's anything going on. But What's the game here? What is so wrong with being honest about saying, look, Rogan, we don't want him to ivermectin, blah, 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 but he took other things too. Why can't you say that? Why? What's the game here? Here's my opinion. I don't know if this is true. This is complete supposition. I have no idea. They want you to be panicked. They want you scared. Why? The more scared you are, the more panicked you are, the more angry you are, the more you will go to them to get more. It's a drug, man. And it's heartbreaking to watch. I'm not afraid of this. I may die from it. I'm not saying it's not real. It is very real. It's 100% real. And it might kill me. I've done what I can. I've taken vaccinations and blah, blah, blah. And if another round comes up, if I feel that I need to take them, I'll get the information from the sources that I believe in, and I'll take it. But they're doing everything in their can to keep people petrified and angry. And there has to be a goal to this. Because I know one thing for sure. Jim Acosta doesn't give a flying fuck about you. Brian Stelter doesn't care about you. CNN doesn't care about you. They care about their ratings. Yeah, but so does Fox. It's repulsive to watch this happen. And for them to think that we're just amoebas that can't process this information and look at them and say, you know, dude, when you say that it's a horse dewormer and he says that he took it with other drugs, and I get on the internet and I can see that 250 million people take this, why are you only saying it's a horse dewormer? What's your fucking agenda? Wake up. We're being played. And the thing is, my friends on the left that watch that station drag around by the friggin' nose, and they just buy it. They buy it. Man, I ain't quitting. And like I said, I'll say it one more time. I'm not saying you should take it. I'm not saying you shouldn't take it. I'm not saying, and I am not a medical expert, but all these cats that get on Twitter who are administrative assistants and work at Uber, and not that they're saying those are bad professions. They're not. Those are fine professions. If that's what you do for a living, good for you. I hope you're great at it. I do know this. There's a good chance if you're an administrative assistant, a truck driver, you work for Uber, you're a English teacher, you're not a scientific expert. Fair? Is that fair? Don't panic. But when it comes to what's going on, I'm going to end it with this. Be kind, be decent, listen. Listen to what other people are saying, but the most important thing, stand your ground. Come on, man. Ivermectin's a horse dewormer. And people, intelligent people, knowing full well that there's more to the story, but that's all they'll tell you because that's all they want to tell you to get you to follow what they're saying, whatever their damned agenda is. Fuck them. My agenda is me and peace and truth and decency. Hope that's yours too. Anger is not hatred. I'm angry right now because I can't process this. It's so horrible to watch. Stand your ground. Do what you have to do to protect yourself. Please, I got vaccinated. I don't like telling other people what to do, but I do know this. Once again, the ill effects far below the mortality rate. Far below. It's not even close. Please think about it. But at the same time, stand your ground. Don't let these people push you around. All right, that's enough. I love you. I really do. Whew, God bless America. Man, because that's it. We're on the front lines here, man. We really are. Love you. Hang in there.